It's a play in the shop kind of afternoon. So a number of months ago, I built this clamp rack. I did a video about it. I was really happy with it, and I'm still very happy with it. It's been great. So sometime after that, I built this clamp rack and that clamp rack, and I did that off camera. I might have mentioned it in the shop update video, I don't remember. And this one is snapping. Let me bring you in. So I got all my clamps crammed in there, and I have put this piece of cherry across the front, and I've got this little lip. You can just see it there, and that's just a bit of restraint so it doesn't slide forward with vibrations. And these have been great. Did the same thing on this little rack, and that one's broken. That one's broken. This one's broken, and yeah, just about off camera there. That one's broken. And yeah, okay, I know going this way, the grain is going to be weaker, but didn't have any trouble at all on this one. And it's just a lot easier because I glued on one long strip of cherry and then I did all the cuts. So it was just a lot easier to make it that way. And then here I did it with maple. So I don't think it's the maple versus cherry because I think they're both reasonably strong hardwoods. And it's not just the grain direction because then the cherry would have snapped because I use this just as hard and I'm just banging it just as much. Now I think the issue is that this lip on here is a little bit taller and the wood here is a little bit thinner. So let me get the tape measure. On here we are 9 millimeters or 5/16. A little bit over a quarter, a little bit less than 3/8. That's the height that I've got here. And it is 1/8 of an inch thick or just about 4 millimeters. In contrast over here, these are like 4 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch. It's very, very shallow lip. And it's also 7 millimeters thick or a little over a quarter of an inch. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of a play in the shop type afternoon. So this is coming down and I'm going to knock these all off and replace it. And this time, I'm going to use some scrap walnut that I have, and as you'll see, the grain is running like this. I'm going to try doing vertical grain, even though it's going to be a bit more of a pain in the neck to get it mounted, but I don't care. Okay. All right, I managed to pop one off, and let's see, and just, oh yeah, a little bit of a jerk. Oh, yeah, that one broke. Might be tricky. I'm not going to get them all cleanly. Oh. Come on. All right, one of my paint can chisels. Let's try that because there's a brad nails in here. There we go. That's one. Well, now, most of them just came off really nice. I've got these brad bits in there, and of course they're just gonna, oh, there we go, cranked off the one. These 23 gauge pin nails are just so thin that they snap real easily, which is great normally unless you're trying to get them out. Like today I'm trying to get them out. Oh. I'm actually kind of shocked at how easily I was able to pop these off. Like glue onto the edge of a plywood is not that great apparently. So today we're learning glue on the edge of plywood is not that great, and we already knew that grain direction matters, and sideways grain is kind of weak also, and woodworking wisdom from art. I'm going to use a nail set to pound down the little 23 gauge pin nails so that I can go over it with some sandpaper. And no, I don't normally hold it like this. I'm trying to let the camera see what I'm doing. Normally I hold it like that, but then I'm blocking the view. So I use the camera to take down the remains of the pine and to just give it a nice smooth surface. Then I'm going to take this piece of walnut now, and I'm going to rip it down to about 7/8 tall and 1/4 inch thick so that I can put it on the front. Then I did some careful measuring of these fingers, and I set a matching stop block on my crosscut sled. And the little one on the end I just eyeballed, and then I finessed it on the sander over there. And of course, no surprise, with the grain direction running like this, these are weak as anything in that direction. However, in the vertical direction, of course, they're so much more stronger. Like here, clamping it in my vise, and I'm gonna... That's not breaking, but this way, easy. Just going to hold them in place with a bit of glue and some pin nails. And I know the pin nails weren't that great after all. I got them out that way, but they'll be fine. There's also the it's just shop furniture sort of thing going on. You want some nice stuff, but relax, relax. But I am putting in more. And a little bit of sanding, and I think that is about all there is to it. Oh, I took it outside and I hit it with some lacquer, and now it looks good, as well as hopefully functions well. Alright, so they're now a little thicker, and the grain is going this way instead of that way, so hopefully these will last. Ask me in a year how they're doing. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks for stopping by, as I just felt like playing in the shop and putting on the camera and showing you what I'm fixing. So we'll see you next time.